right, hit me. This category is known as bedbugs get out of bed to do it. And we got $3,000 in the pot. All right, my mom always used to say, night-night, don't let the bedbugs bite. If your mom said to you, night-night, don't let the bedbugs try to have sex with you, of what scenario should you be wary? Female bedbug bites your penis off, digests it. Male bedbug pierces your back with his penis. Female cuts you in half, fuses to your torso. Or male thinks very hard about sex with you. During intercourse, a male bedbug will pierce the female's back with his penis and ejaculate into her bloodstream.
You no-good backstabbing. Oh.
Okay, pick a category. May I introduce, shall I compare you to personal hygiene? $1,000 if you get it. Let's rock. Say you're a really crappy poet, but you want to write better. Because units of poetic meter are named for a certain part of the body, how might you try to improve your poetry? Clip its nose hair, stimulate it with a butt plug, soothe it with lip balm, or smother it in foot cream. In poetry, an arrangement of stressed and unstressed syllables is called a foot. Yeah, no wonder your poetry stinks. Category, please. Say hello to the great Latin lover, Tom Selleck. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If you were to ask Magnum PI about his magnum opus, about what would he most likely tell you? His favorite handgun, his evil twin IP Mungam, his greatest case, or his pet penguin? Magnum opus translates to great work, so Magnum would be telling you about his greatest case. Although on some episodes, the mustache is the best thing going. Okay, I need a category.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
Open wide and get ready for Marianne's Island. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If Marianne from Gilligan's Island became a firm believer in Marianismo, with which of the following statements would she most likely agree? The castaways are like puppets on a string, the skipper should get the top bunk, Mrs. Howell is morally superior to Thurston, or Ginger needs to floss after meals. Nice guess, Pinocchio, but that'd be if Marianne believed in marionettes. The correct answer is... Although men boast about their machismo, the theory of Marianismo claims the feminine spirit is stronger and morally superior. Now that's how Marianne finally got him to say her name during the opening credits, instead of just "and the rest." I need a category.
You don't wanna blow it on number 5.
Pucker up for subatomic siblings in the nuclear family. Get it right, I'm handing over $2,000. Okay, we all know the Cleaver family from Leave It to Beaver is the perfect nuclear family. So, imagine the Cleaver home is an atom. If Ward and June are protons and Wally and Beaver are electrons, what is the family's atomic number? 0, 2, 4, or 69? 2. The atomic number is equal to the number of protons, in this case, Ward and June. Which proves once and for all that in the 50s, children didn't count. All right, hit me. Okay, give it up for Saturday morning physics lessons. $1,000 at stake on this one. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Assuming Speed Racer wasn't just talking trash when he named his car, how fast could the Mach 5 go? 5 times the speed of light, 5 times the speed of sound, 5 times the speed of 500 horses, or as fast as the speed of sound? Mach 1 is the speed of sound, Mach 2 is twice the speed of sound, and so on. The car would arrive at a given point 5 times faster than that cool sound it makes when it jumps. God, I love that. Okay, pick a category.
Seven, lucky 7.
Now serving from Ragas to Riches. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Hey, remember when the Beatles went off to India in their pajamas and hung out with the Maharishi? Yeah, it would have been cool to be there. Imagine participating in a jam session with the Beatles and using only traditional Indian instruments. Which of the following would you not have done? Plucked a sitar, banged a tabla, blown an avatar, or strummed a sarod? An avatar is not an instrument. It's a physical manifestation in human form of a Hindu deity, which nonetheless, when blown, produces a breathy obla-di-obla-da sound. Category, please. I got some good news for you. You're about to move into a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, it takes a nation of millions to cool us down. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a wrapper or an ice-cold, refreshing drink. After you hear each one, if it's a wrapper, press the square button. If it's a refreshing beverage, use the circle. And press the triangle button if you want to skip. You get 500 for each right answer, and you lose 500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Vanilla Ice, wrapper or Ice Cube? Crystal Light. RC Cola. Tab. MJD. One more. MC Light. Hello, 7 out of 7. Let's throw that into your total. Go home, just another day at the office. All right, let's move on. Okay, I need a category.
Reinovi is number 9.
The selection is Pirates in Perfect Harmony. How does $2,000 sound? Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If the Barbary States formed a barbershop quartet, what would you definitely not see? Morocco singing bass, Algeria singing baritone, Tunisia singing tenor, or Syria singing alto? Syria isn't one of the Barbary States. Yeah, I guess the other Barbary state said that with a thin mustache and a candy-striped jacket, it looked like a real dumbass, Gus. Oh. Thank you very much. I need a category. Holy group interaction! You're about to play a 3-way. Okay, listen up. This is pretty simple. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. Buzz in when the correct 3-way member is lit up and you score. Woohoo! But be careful. If you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. All right, time to boogie. The category for this 3-way is to boldly go where nobody cares. And that means we're going on a trek. Your 3-way is Kirk, Spock, or McCoy. Ready, steady, rock. Woohoo! Hey! Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! It's all over. Let's see what happened. Nicely done. A perfect score. Must be all that practicing alone, huh? Let's check out your overall score. One down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. All right, hit me.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Shake hands with a stroke of advertising genius. $2,000 for a correct answer. Heads up, here it comes. If you were to take a photograph of the thing after which Kodak is named, what would your picture show? A type of South American goat, the Eastman family dog, the inventor of the Polaroid, or nothing? Eastman made it up. Ooh, ouch. In case you're wondering, Kodak doesn't stand for anything. George Eastman just needed something short and punchy and thought the letter K was really cool. And Kukla, Fran, and Ollie was already taken. Okay, pick a category. This one likes to go by rockin', rollin', and inventin'. Set up straight, this one's worth $6,000. Hey, you know that band Jethro Tull and their big hit song Aqualung? No? Well, you should. Considering what Mr. Jethro Tull invented back in the 1700s, the band Jethro Tull should have written a follow-up song to Aqualung called what? Machine seed drill, instrument of torture, rigid airship, or cotton gin? Mr. Jethro Tull invented the machine seed drill. Then he grabbed his flute and pranced around like a ninny. Category, please. This little number's known as
Must-reach utility belt.
you get 4,000 clams for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. After defeating Mr. Freeze, suppose Batman and Robin had to take on Mr. Freeze. What tool would probably help them the most in their struggle? A bat chisel and bat hammer, a bat pillow and bat blanket, a bat pencil and bat paper, or some bat self-confidence? A frieze is a type of decorative wall sculpture.
Take that, Mr. Freeze. What do you think, Robin?
Holy Michelangelo, Batman, you've turned Mr. Freeze into Mr. Freestanding pile of rubble.
Okay, I need a category. The category is the White House of Ill Repute. How does $4,000 grab you? Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. In The American President, Michael Douglas plays a widowed chief of state. If the movie were based on a true bachelor president, what might co-star Annette Bening have said to him? Let's talk perfect union, Mr. Lincoln. So, show me why they call you Harding. Forget the South. Hold me, Mr. Buchanan. Or how about a poke? You know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. Should have picked this. Our 15th president, James Buchanan, was a bachelor. Of course, he didn't have Annette Bening around to tempt him. I need a category.
"15th floor, lingerie, housewares, and useless trivia."
Here we have, even the unstable like to date. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Okay, now which classic American lit character would most likely have submitted this personal ad? Teen single white male in search of single female. Tall smoker, likes kids. Recovering from nervous breakdown, but aside from that, a good catch. No phonies. So who placed this ad? Sal Paradise, Holden Caulfield, Gene Forrester, or Tom Joad? The catcher in the rye, Holden Caulfield. But Holden, no phonies? Man, what do you think the personals are all about? All right, hit me. The category? The Old Testament rocks. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. In the Old Testament, the big guy spent a lot of time and energy sending signs to Moses. Suppose the life of Moses were recreated as a live rock concert performance. Which of the following acts would you not see? Moses speaking to the burning Kate Bush, the parting of the simply Red Sea, Moses naming all of the animals, or a staff turning into a white snake? Moses didn't give names to all the animals. That was Adam. And Eve, the original sinner, was one of the first to be signed to the Beatles' Apple label. Okay, pick a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, question 17.
Coming at you. I Care of the Tiger. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Imagine researchers determined that all those hours of staring at MTV in the 1980s had devastating effects on our eyesight. What might their study have been called? Hemorrhoidal hooters, myopic men at work, crowded house of cirrhosis, or kyphosis in the neck? Myopia is nearsightedness. Yeah, myopic men at work. You remember them. They had that big hit in the 80s. Who can I see now? Category, please. Let's see what we got going. The First Lady was not the First Lady, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Think fast. Who was the only former U.S. president whose personal life could be reenacted on divorce court? John F. Kennedy, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, or Richard Nixon? Uncle Ronnie was the only U.S. president to have been divorced. Maybe he should have spent less time talking about family values and more time talking to his family. Okay, I need a category. Step right up for question 19. And this one is, does it glow in the dark? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, remember how Demi Moore posed for that Vanity Fair cover with a painted-on suit over her birthday suit? Well, imagine this. Say Demi Moore posed naked and body-painted for another magazine spread in which she covered herself completely in tempera paint. Which of the following would be true? She'd have a chip on her shoulder, she'd have a flea in her ear, she'd have egg on her face, or she'd have mud in her eye. No, that's not mud. For the curious, here's the right answer. Tempera paint is made using pigments, water, and egg yolks, so she'd have egg on her face, which she's probably used to after movies like Striptease and The Scarlet Letter. I need a category. Well, what do we have here? Superheroes who foam at the mouth. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. You ready? Okay, let's say that Underdog hasn't been very careful lately and he's contracted rabies. Given the symptoms of rabies, which of these situations would most likely leave Underdog incapable of rescuing Sweet Polly Purebred? She's hanging from a high ledge, she's trapped in a burning building, she's drowning in a pond, or she's surrounded by carnivorous spiders. Another name for rabies is hydrophobia, which literally means the fear of water. So poor Polly would probably end up sinking like a stone. I guess that means Underdog won't be drinking out of the toilet anymore either. All right, hit me. Looks like you've jacked before. Commit this clue to memory. It'll save your life someday. But my partner gets top billing. Question is, are you gonna get top dollar? Good luck. Well, slap my face and call me sugar. Let's see how you jack your final score. That's the game. Player, I couldn't have done a better job myself. But then, I wasn't playing by myself, was I? But seriously, player, and I don't say this to just everybody,